After all the hard work, this is how we like to enjoy our ice wine.
Many people consider ice wine a dessert wine, and they'll serve it after the meal as a dessert. For me, ice wine is one of the most flavorful wines I have ever tasted, and my thought is, why not serve it before dinner as an aperitif, a before dinner drink? And if you need to pair it with something, one thought is pair it with a cheese and meat platter. The reason this works is that we have an array of very salty foods here that balances the sweetness in this ice wine just perfectly and brings out both the flavor in the ice wine and the flavor in the platter. So just the perfect before dinner treat.
This wine was made from the Frontenac Gris grape grown here on the Wisconsin Ledge. This is Wisconsin in a bottle. Each grape, when pressed, released about 2 precious drops of both the syrup and acid from the grape. And so what happens is you get this very multi-layered, complex, richly flavored wine. And so due to the concentrated nature of this wine, our yields are only about 25% of what you would typically get. Hence the more expensive price point for the bottle, but I think definitely worth it in the end. Because I really think this is the nectar of the frozen tundra. As for the 2015 vintage here, this wine is now 1 year old, and you're going to experience both aromatics and flavors that will remind you primarily of apple, some citrus, honeydew melon, and it's probably going to finish with a note of honey or brown sugar. I think this is best enjoyed between the temperatures of 40 to 45 degrees. So my recommendation would be to put this bottle in the refrigerator for about 40 to 45 minutes before serving.
So Steve, what I have here was a cheese and meat platter, or a charcuterie platter that I created, and my thought was that since ice wine is so spectacular and rich in flavor, why not feature to make it the beginning of the meal? So serve this nice cheese and meat platter with some ice wine before you start eating.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of flavor on this platter, but there's a lot of flavor in this wine. This ice wine, until you experience it, you're really not going to know what it's like. And I can guarantee you that it will have more flavor than any other wine you've ever had. So that's why it really makes sense to have the most flavorful foods with the most flavorful wine.
Great. So